Streets of cold, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what's not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter at post masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hide in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. I'm gonna turn my camera on a little bit. Hold on, just adjusting some things. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate that. Thanks for the comment, Justin. Thanks for watching. Thank you for doing this, making simulator. I'm subscribed, so I'll always try to catch your YouTube streams. Thanks, appreciate it, man. Yeah, just had to make a coffee to, get me going for today's stream. Let's see. So, I went ahead and made a checklist of things that I need to do. Because that's... Oh, what's this? But yeah, made a checklist right here of things that I need to do for in this live stream. Let's see. Well, not exactly need to do, but at least I need to have done. What is the easiest one to do right now? I know right now I need to keep track of the trash zone, right? I probably should also make set top 6 cards to the shield zone. Need to add status as well. So I'm gonna track what cards are placed in the shield zone based on the thing, right? Let me think. Yeah, this should be fine. I was thinking people could cheat easily by just looking at the temp file and seeing which cards are on the zone. But I don't know. Hold on, I have to do something real quick. Okay. Cool. Just had to do something real quick. Anyways. Let's see. I'll have to do that. For now, I guess I could work on allow pair link commands, because that's pretty much what the name of the stream is right now. So let me npm start. Let me start this project. Usually takes a while for it to boot up, since it's it's initial boot up, but once it boots up, it pretty much good to go. So let's see. Keep track of trashed cards. I also have a list of bugs that I need to fix and some future implementations like PvP and deck building API. So this is the first thing. I already kind of started a little bit last night. I set this up called card has been trashed function, which here haven't written anything for it yet, but basically I'm gonna write kind of the same thing as card has been used, right? I should probably rename this to card outside of deck instead, so it's easier to understand. I know what it's doing. There's 3 versions of this, so card outside of deck. Okay. Let's see. So whenever the card gets trashed, when the card menu is toggled, like right here, this is the card menu. So when you right click it, like this right here, trashed. Whenever this button is clicked, it passes through the card state of change, which is right here, and then it looks for this right here, right? Which is, it looks for EX base. If it's EX base or token, it is completely removed because, you know, those don't get placed anywhere. And then otherwise, trash the card, trash card state, which will then trigger this. So here I want to do the same. So I need to pass. What was that one? I forgot. What was it? Look for... Pull a unit. I think it was in helper, right? No, it wasn't in helper. It was somewhere here. Contains. No, it wasn't contains. What was it? There was like a loop that I created like a few, like the last live stream. I think it was draw from card. Let's see. No, it wasn't this. Yeah, it's right here. Find. Okay. For temp deck list, I need to update this as well. Let me do this real quick. Okay, and then I have to go back to helper. Because I'm gonna have to, upon building, need to append status false to all cards in the deck. And this is gonna be something I also need to do, because initially when the game starts, it builds the deck, right? But I have it so it right here, this is where it saves the data to the temp deck file. But since I have it commented out, it's not going to work. So I'm going to need to, before I do that, I need to include status false, and then need to append trash. Yeah. The future note for myself. For now, I'm just going to manually do it by hand. Oh, I got some comments here. Have you read any new Yandere manga? Yes, I actually have. Is it Ian? I can't tell if that's an I or an L, but yes, I have. I'm actually thinking of making a video about the new Yandere manga I've been reading. So I forgot what it was called. I have it saved. I have bookmarked, but I'm not sure. Does the game have an AI that gets smarter and smarter as people play more games? If so, I can play a lot to improve the game. Oh man, dude, Justin. No, it does not have AI. Man, dude, that would be so cool. But I'm not that much of a big brain to like implement such a feature, right? Like the AI I would have to like use Chat GPT or something and like implement that into my game and somehow make it so it like is able to manipulate like the game and stuff like that, right? I mean, it's possible, and I have an idea of how you can do that, but it's very hard. And with ChatGPT, uh, the AI would have to like, or even if it's not ChatGPT, like the only way to make it better by playing against it is by using ChatGPT because it's a large language model. But yeah, that's every time you use it, you have to pay like I don't know, was it like a penny for every prompt you sent it or something like that? And a game could have like I don't know, like 500 actions, so 500 times $1 is like $5 or something. And then if you have thousands of people playing the game, multiply that $5 by 1,000, that's like $5,000 per day maybe. So that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot. All good. Do what you can do. Is there a Gundam you can't wait to see a deck for? Dude, I'm waiting for the Exia, dude. Like, I can't wait for Double O Gundam to come out. I feel like that's gonna be for 2026. Eclipse Gundam to come out as an archetype. That's pretty cool. That would be pretty sick. There's so many cool Gundams that could come out. Wouldn't it be funny if some of my friends are like a big fan of like the what's that one Gundam? Tequila Gundam. And it'd be so funny if G Gundam came out in the game and they had like the Tequila Gundam as one of the cards in that starter deck or something. That'd be so funny. But yeah. Let's see status. Trash. State to false as well. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Since I can't really use tab in the replace thing, I'll just have to use like 4 spaces. So, which is fine. Okay, cool. So that's updated. Now I need to manipulate that and update it when the card gets trashed. In which case, I'll have to use, where is it? Find index. I'll have to like do something like this here. I don't think I need a, I could probably just keep it in here. Let me see. Temp deck list, because I'm passing C, which is the card information. Let me see. Let me log this to like see what's going on here. Let me deploy this. Deploying unit, battle zone, zone 1 is available. Then I'll trash it. Trash button clicked, card trashed. So this is what it's passing here. The image, the alt name, and the class, which it has a class of trash card. But my thing is, because I need the ST02002 because that's what it's going to use to look up the card that's been trashed. So what I could do is append, when I create the card, I could append the card name to the as a different attribute to it. So it would look like, oh boy, do not want to do that. So basically it would look something like image source blah blah blah, card number ST02002, and then it's like alts units blah blah blah. So I would have to do something like this. Tequila Gundam is going to be the mandatory 4-copy searcher for the G Gundam archetype. That'd be so cool. That's such a cool concept. Let's see. Build deck. Let's see. It's right here. Source, create image. I'm grabbing the source, which is the image source, right? It's SCR alts. Where's the deploy unit function? Right here. Unit card, image alts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it in here. Is there any reason why I need a let function here, or let variable? I don't think I need a let variable, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, because I do replace it here. Just image and alts though. New card unit. There's really no reason for me to have this here because it's already being called here, but it's just keep it as is. Let's see, what is it called again? Card no. Okay, now I'm gonna have to like add card no equals unit card no. If it's not from the hands, like, let's see, the difference between this and then a token here is going to be different. So, because this is going to show card active zone, and then this is going to show Or wait. What do I need this for? Unit image. What is this being used for? Category data, lowercase. Oh, I forget. Am I creating like let me find it. Where is this being used? Menu item, deploying. I'm only deploying one, like when it's from hand only. And then deploy base, it has its own thing. What about deploying token? Trash to hand, to deck, deploy unit. I'm just trying to figure out what am I doing here? There's just so much stuff going on. Let's see. Token. Where is my token? Tag trash. Token here. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter here. I guess we'll go. I guess I'll find out later what's going on with this. But let me do this. That should do that. I'm not gonna add that. Maybe it needs it later on, but I'm not too worried about it. That should be it, really. Because I'm appending the card number to this. I need to pass it in create image. I mean, I could also do class list add, but it's not really necessary here. Alts, which is the... How many helpers? Or I have 3 parameters for this. Cool, so I can add another one. I'm so big brained for like thinking ahead of time. Awesome. That should be it for that. So I should now be able to track it. I think. No, it's not adding anything. I currently play Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece TCG and Lorcana, but when the Gundam TCG comes out, I think I'm going to drop the other card games and play this one religiously. That is so base. Like, I totally get that, man. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I tried One Piece, but it wasn't really for me, honestly. It was okay. I just, since I'm not, vibe with the characters and stuff, and I haven't really seen it except for the live action one, I'm like, meh, it's alright. I'm more into Gundam more than anything, so yeah, I probably might drop Yu-Gi-Oh! I've just invested so much money into Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was like in 3rd grade, so I have a lot of stuff for it. Although I did recently like sold a bunch of my cards that were worth a lot, but I'm not too. It's all right. I'll still like collect my favorite decks or cards for my favorite decks, and probably that's it. As far as like buying new cards to be meta or whatever, I'm not gonna do that. All my money is probably gonna go into Gundam anyway, so. Especially considering they're making the tabletop game for it, so it should be interesting. Let's see. I wonder if it's using this here. I guess I'm gonna check real quick. Console log. Checking deploy unit. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to check right here. Reload. Let's see what it shows up. Oh, so it is using the oh, so a card number is being appended, but it comes out empty for whatever reason. It's undefined, but why? Does the unit... Let me check units. And what exactly is it passing here? I'm sure it's passing the this here, but no, it shouldn't though, because it's haven't been created yet. So I'm gonna have to like debug this. So it is passing the image. But why? It's passing the HTML tag, image tag. So maybe I'm adding it to the wrong thing. I thought I was using like the data for it. Let me see. I'm gonna take these off for now. So it does it before even then. So anytime I draw, I think it's where I draw. So, and that's where the source is coming from. Dang, this sucks because I have to like trace back everything to see where all the where it's being created at. I think it's right here. Image URL, create image. Yeah, this is where it's coming from. It's here. And every time a card is created, I need to like also add it here. Or drawn, I mean. There we go. Now it should have it. Yep. ST02002. So I add it as a class, but do I want to do that though? Should I add it as an attribute? Well, here's the thing though. I would have to rewrite this create image function. So it adds the attribute. Like right here. I guess by default I would need to do that anyway, so... Oh boy, I hope this doesn't break anything. Let's see. How many create image functions do I have here? Because I'm going to have to update every single one. Shit. 6? I have 1. I think I have 3, 2. Base source. Base alts. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have like quite a bit. Damn. Ooh, man, this is gonna be fun. But I need to do this because I need a track. I need the card number thing to be on it, so I really don't want to. I could pass it as a sequel or as a class, but man, that's so inconvenient because then I would have to do a lot of other things. I think this has... No, it doesn't. So maybe I could skip EX base because I don't really need it. Same with like resources. So these are like distinct. So I just need the cards being drawn as well as possibly tokens. I don't know. So by default, all cards drawn will need to pass an additional parameter here. Let's see, deploy base. Yeah, deploy base will definitely... Well, no, actually it doesn't. Only when unit is drawn, so maybe. Let me think. I'm like totally blanking right now. Yeah, I think I removed the card from the hand and then I make it appear here. Maybe that's not the most efficient way to go about it. Maybe I could have just added the style, a CSS. Oh, Besno? Hey, what's up, man? Long time no talk. How many PG kits have you bought? PG as in like premium Gunpla? PG. I don't think I've bought any PG Gunpla. I only have like let me think. Yeah, I only have like I have a real grade of the Quanta, but I don't know. Are you going to have 2v2 and free-for-all in the simulator, like how the rules are for the Gundam TCG are now? That's a good question. I don't think so. Possibly in the near future, or not near future, but possibly like way later on, I might have 2v2, just because of the fact that like there's just so much stuff just for 1v1 that doing a 2v2 is going to be crazy. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, that's not really on my bucket list or my priority. My priority is just to get at 1v1 this game out and then go from there. I might have to collaborate with like other people once I make this public in order to get this out faster for 2v2 and stuff like that. I've been playing and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 ever since I was 6 years old. Now I'm 31, but playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because you already spent so much money on it. It's sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, no kidding, bro. Do you live in the US? Yes, I do. I am American. Yeah, I do live in the US, so... Yep. I'm like eating a cookie, but I feel like I'm providing some ASMR as well, which is hilarious. Let's see. Deploy unit. I don't think it needs it. Actually, it will need something because I'm passing like actually what's the third variable I'm adding here? So I'm adding source, the alt, and then card number. Which means I'm gonna have to like make a empty array here. Just because this doesn't have, well, maybe actually, I think this is possible because if I'm passing in the HTML that's already on the field, I could just extract it, right? So it shouldn't be a big deal. I'll just get to this later. The important part is like having the when the card is created, which is when it's drawn from the deck. So, and this is where the files is coming from anyway, so I just need to focus on this right now. Card number. Yeah, instead of doing this, we have to do, let me see again, source, alt, and card number. Okay, there's that. Yeah. The two big things right there. Now it should work. Let's check if it was appended. Unit alt class, the attribute card no is not being appended to the thing. I wonder why. Status true. Validating update of card status. I'm gonna have to remove that console because it don't really need it. Deploying unit. I just need to put a log where I draw cards. Let's see. And then after this, to see what is going on with this. Oh shit, what the fuck? Why is it still doing that? Drawing 5 cards. Oh, okay, never mind. That's correct. So, this is what it's passing. It's in the object here. Which means I could just get card no from this object. So, I do not understand why it's not working. Image, alt, card no, and then class 1, or class name 1, which is just the alt name thing, right? So let me bro, come on. Stop being stupid here. Image. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. Because I want to see what exactly it's creating here. In order to see what exactly is being passed, I might have to like make a check for this. Let's see what is passing. Yes, it is passing card no, but I don't know why it's not like showing up. Maybe it's because it's not a valid attribute. Let me ask Copilot. To make a custom attribute. Okay, I see. That is probably why. Because since it's not an actual real attribute, a default attribute, so it's rejecting the creation of it, which makes sense. See, now it's working. See, card no, that. So that's perfect. It's exactly what I want to see because it tells me what the card is right now. Hollywood is making a live-action Gundam movie starring Amuro Ray and they make all the series into movies, so you might want to see the life from Xia in the future. Yeah, I have my doubts, Justin. Like, I doubt that they're ever gonna touch Gundam 00. I'm really am curious as to how they're gonna adapt the OG Gundam as live action, because that's an interesting concept. But it's not. It's like the Pacific Rim people made it happen, so I imagine that this is gonna be a pretty interesting adaptation. So hopefully it doesn't go bad, or it doesn't flop. But I doubt that they'll ever do Gundam 00, if anything, honestly. Although, to be fair, 00 is the most realistic out of all the Gundam shows, because it's based on our reality. So they don't have any space colonies or anything like that yet, until like the very end, until the movie, right? Do you have a big local TCG local games shop in your area? I do. I don't know if it's considered big, but I do have a game shop near me. I don't really go to locals anymore, just because a lot of people there are pretty toxic, so I'm like so done with it. But I know there's a really small shop close by me where they started hosting Bandai games, so they're gonna do Gundam TCG tournaments there, which I'm pretty happy about. And they don't have any Yu-Gi-Oh people there, nor they have Magic and Star Wars people there, and some One Piece. But the scene is pretty small at that shop, and I'm pretty happy about it, because it's like all the toxic people go to the big shop where everybody else goes. So you get the bad people that nobody wants out of the way, right? And hopefully it's more casual. Based when I first played One Piece at that shop, everyone was pretty like friends and stuff like that, right? So it was pretty cool. All right, so now we got the attributes there set for each card. I wonder if it matters if I deploy it. Will they lose their attribute? They do, because it's empty. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to like also set the attribute. I don't think for tokens it really actually it does matter, because okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like make a token deck, right? Oh man, fun. That's another thing I need to add to the list. Create a token deck. Because each card, there's some cards that have specific tokens that it plays. So it can't just be any token, right? Allow player to pick from a list. So this will need to be redone. Create a we'll need to redo. Yeah. If the first movie goes well, they might do all the movies. If the first movie really does well, which I'm pretty sure it will, as long as they're true to the story, right? To the original story. Kind of like Sonic, right? Then I can see them like adapting the same Gundam show. I don't think they're gonna go into Double Zeta or like the other UC movies. I can see them like remaking it or like at least telling a different story or something. But I don't think they're gonna do an alternative universe like IBO or Double O and stuff like that, because it would confuse a lot of people. Because they're like, oh, I thought this was about Amuro Ray. What happened? This isn't Amuro Ray. And people are going to be like confused as to why is this called Gundam. It's kind of like the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing where you have different kind of like series of Yu-Gi-Oh, but like if you try to make like a movie based off Yu-Gi-Oh and then the next one's called GX, people are going to think that they're related because they're both called Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But you know, it's whatever. I don't think they're gonna like change it up like that. They're just gonna keep Amuro Ray and like make 3 movies out of it or something. Yeah, Marvel can get away with it because their movies are connected overall, so they have like an overall storyline, right? If they made the Gundam movies kind of like that, where an overall storyline, but it's probably just be Universal Century, then I could see that becoming a big hit for sure. Because that'd be so pretty sick. Yeah. So on deploy unit, that's what I need to fix. Actually, I still need to work on the trash feature. But I need to do the update the deploy unit thing real quick. Which for this, in this case, all I have to do is unit dot Carno. I think. I'm pretty sure that's all I need to do, right? Let's see, because right now, let's say if I deployed the Xinglong Gundam, has GD00041. Okay, pick this dude to deploy. Has undefined. Deploy unit. I don't know why it's not picking the card no. Oh, is it because it's lowercase? Probably. Because I think casing does like matter here. Let's see, units, unit source. I think that should do it. I hope. Let me see. What is going on? Why isn't it deploying? Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's derp. Because I have to use get attribute. That's why. This is for like tokens, though. I'm pretty sure this is for tokens or something. See, now it has it. Sick. Sick. Cool. Okay, that's done. Now I can like actually get started on card trashed. Which, since I'm passing the actual elements, card trashed. Let's see. Yeah, so I would have to do another. It's passing the HTML, right? Which then card has been trashed function. HTML. Which I would have to. No, that's not what I want to do, bro. Trash. No. Yeah, that's what I want to do right here. Const card number get attribute, which should be the number. It's going to use that number to look into the temp file for the card number here. And trash equals false. So if the card matches and the trash status is false, the first card that has a that equals that, right? That meets this criteria, it will grab the index. Wait, no. Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking it differently. Or no, actually, I think I'm thinking of it correctly. It would be I would have to like get the actually yeah, I would have to import the temp deck list that I have right now. Because it's calling this, right? To look for it. And this is only overriding. This isn't doing anything else, so I don't need to return anything here. Yep. Yep, that should do it. That makes sense. So it grabs the card attribute, the card no attribute. It then creates the path, which is the temp deck path. Then it parses the file, the whole file. So grabs all of this data. And then with that data, it looks within that data to look for the card number, which is here, which in this case, it'd be this here. The card number like ST0. And then if that matches the card number and trash it equals false, like this, then it will take the temp deck list, the index of where it's located, and then grab the key of trash, and then they'll turn it to true. So this will be turned to true, and then they'll rewrite this, so this gets replaced by this here, and this will permanently save it to this file, so it like permanently becomes true, right? Until I change it otherwise. And that should be it for that. That means I don't need this anymore. I was gonna just call it here, but nah, I think it should be fine. Get element trash. Yep, it gets a source. Alright. Let's see. The first card we should trash is Inspect Orders. Let's deploy this because I know there's a bug if it'll just go right here if I trash it right now. Let me look at the deck right here. So right now it shows as trash false, right? But if I like well, shit, actually better test would be if I deploy Shinlong Gundam, which is Shinlong Gundam here. Status of true, because it's already on the field, or it's actively on the, you can see it. And then if I trash it, it becomes true. Nice. I'm like the same age, basically. In terms of like where I live, I don't know, man. Like I'm not gonna share that detail, but I live in the US. That's pretty much it. Since it's a live stream, I'm not really want to share that, but I'm the same age basically as you, as what you said. Cool. So mark that. So I'll just remove this because that is what we got. Now that we're able to keep track of cards that are trashed in the file. We'll have to let's say deploy this, and then I want to link pair to unit, play command, or pair to unit. Oh man, this is gonna be this is gonna be a toughie. I guess kind of. I already set up the CSS for it, so it should just automatically go in there. But the logic behind how to pair a unit, I believe. How would I go about this? What can I do to pair it? If I can right click. I mean, I could do this. I could do where like instead of pair to unit, pair to, and then it'll give me all the options here. And I could just, as like a list, and I could just like click on which one I want to pair to. There's that. I know it. I guess it'd be cool if I could just click pair to unit and then just click on the unit I want to pair. But let me think. How would I go about that though? I don't know. I'm not sure if JavaScript can do that. I mean, I'm sure it can do like a wait function in order for an action to be made. Let me grab a list of all the mobile suits on the field. Let's say I have 3 mobile suits and a token. I don't think the token had the card. No, right? No, it does not have the card number. But basically what I can do is do, what was it? Document. Not queries. Well, yeah, it'd be query selector. Query selector all. Then I could probably call on I forgot. I think this is only for jQuery, so I don't think I'm able to do that. I thought I could just make an asterisk, but I guess not. Maybe I'm gonna have to do an array or something of all the zones. That'd be like 6. Man. Zone 1, 2, 3. I guess I would have to like on deploy add this class name to it. which is not, crazy idea. If I do that,
searching all alone, facing quite alone. Without a sign, that across the lake, the real question to ask, where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter, apples masquerade.
deployed unit. So I would just pretty much do a selector all. I guess it'd just be easier if I just document get class get by element by class name. I think get all elements by class name. What was the function? I totally forgot. Elements. So yeah, it should be just this then, which should just be deployed unit. It's not a function. Bro, what? By name, tag name. Yeah, there they are. Here's the list of all the deployed units on the field right now. Let me see. Pair pilot. Dang, I would have to like call it here, which would be well, no, I could just do that. I could just call it here because it's using multiple. And that pretty much grabs a list. And I would have to, was it money sign unit, no, unit name. How would I go about this? Let me think. I would have to go. I would have to like do a for statement or for function or not a for state. Yeah, it was a for statement in order to loop all the how would I go about adding it to the? I guess I would have to append. If it's greater than 0, deploy unit 0 alts. But the thing is that the deployed unit here, it doesn't have the name attached to it. So I would also have to make a new attribute for it. Again. In order to capture the name. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to delete this though. Oh, can I do that? Will it allow me though? Maybe. If it's greater than 1. I guess it'd just be greater than 0. Unit. I wonder. I guess I'll see what that does. Are you planning on doing alt arts in the simulator as well? Yeah, actually, that'd be pretty cool. Most likely, since alt arts have their own like card number and stuff. I believe the guy or the person on the subreddit told me that he was going to export. You were able to create your deck list through his website and then export it or something like that. And I guess depending on that, the person who created their deck through there decide if it's an alt art card or not. So basically, you should have the option to do that regardless. Oh yeah, I was gonna test this. I got off track real quick. Oh man, look at that. I can't even like view the thing. Let me see. What in the world is this? Yeah, it doesn't show anything because of the way it's like created. Yeah, this kind of does what I want, but it's not really exactly what I'm thinking of. Basically, I'm either have to get rid of this and create a loop that constructs this for me, or something. Let me think. How do I want to go about this? This is my biggest thing. I don't know. I just know that I need to like somehow add it to the menu so the player can like pick what mobile suit they want to deploy or pair it with. Why is it still showing that? Did I not save it? Yeah, I did save it, but it's just that I guess I have to refresh it. But yeah. Bruh. See, this is the glitch I'm talking about. If you click on one card and click the other one, it deploys it for whatever reason. See, look at that. I don't know why it does that. I need to like, I'm sure it's because it's propagating or whatever it's called. And it's like clicking both of them or something like that. And it breaks the thing, so. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it kind of breaks everything because of it. Wait, can I not trash it? I thought I could trash the base. Is that a glitch that I need to update? Probably. Adds fix bug. Well, it's not really a bug per se, because the menu thing doesn't show up for this card. Let me see what it is. Base card active. See, contains base card. So is it not being deployed when I click on like deploy base card? Oh yeah, derp. It's because of the thing. See, now it works. Although the trash thing needs to be fixed. And for whatever reason, it's broke my resources. Unless something else broke it. Yeah, something else broke the resources. Oh, yeah, because derp, it's the same reason why it didn't work. I need to update all these. Damn. I totally forgot what the resources are called. The card number for resources. Let's see. I need to make this dynamic though. Update. Card now for resource cards, because I know there's like alternative arts for resources, and if the player chooses another alternative art for the resource and it's not there, then it doesn't work. So EX resource. R001. I'm gonna have to manually do it myself. So it doesn't break. Oh yeah, you know what? I should make it so the resource card changes. That's another thing I need to add. So dynamically change resource menu if rested / active. So if it's rested and I click right click, the rest card menu, this should not be there. Because what I'm gonna do is like, if it's the beginning of your turn again, it automatically makes all resource cards active again, so you don't have to like manually do it, right? So, but we'll see. Thanks again. I'm subscribed to you, so when I see you on, I'll stop by and say hi. Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for stopping by. Aiden, thank you for doing the Lord's work so we can play silly mech cards. Heck yeah, man. Of course. It is my pleasure, man. Let's see. I love Mulligan. I feel like this is gonna be such a pain. Because I'm gonna have to like shuffle the deck and stuff. Set up to 6 cards in the shield zone. I could probably do that. You know what? The whole stream was about pairing and linking command cards and pilot cards, but dude, I underestimated how difficult this would be. Because I'm gonna have to like right click, show all the mechs currently on the field that's active. Then I click on the pair unit that I want to pair it with. And then I will check the zone, which if it's available or something. Maybe I don't even need to check if it's available or not. But basically I pretty much attach it. Well, actually I do have to check for availability because if I try to like right click a different command card or pilot card and I try to do, you'll be able to equip it to that sim card again or something like that, which you're not allowed to. So I'm gonna have to like check for availability. Once that zone is, or that pilot zone or that link zone or whatever it's called is used up, I can't, if the mech won't show up in the menu as a pairable unit, right? But then there's also the nuances of like link unit and stuff like that with pilot cards, so, or with this. But I don't think that should be a big deal because it says right there Hero Yui. So basically if you pair it, pair to unit or whatever, if it matches, I'll make it so it's like it checks for the card's effect or whatever, or for its attribute or whatever. I forgot what the does it say. Let me see. Wing Gundam, like this right here. Block icon, name, image, level 3, cost, series, color, unit, space, earth, deploy, link right here. I would have to look for the link attribute or the link data for this unit, which is Hero Yui, right? So then if I pair, they misspelled hero. I think that's a typo or something. Unless I didn't add Hero Yui as a pilot in this deck or something. I thought I did, bro. What the heck? Let me go through my deck real quick. Trash, button clicked. Undefined setting of trash. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I have hero in this deck. I thought I added hero, but I guess not. There's Chang Wu Fei. Wing Gundam. I don't know, man. Alright, man. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know. I will have to look into that later. I think for now, this is all I'm going to do. It's already been 2 hours of like working on this, and I'm like mentally not like tired right now. So I will save this for the next stream. Let me deploy my changes to this. Updated trash tracking. Trash cards. What else did I do here? I edited the trash cards, and then now tracking cards that have been trashed. Added card number to all cards drawn from deck. Cool. And saved. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate everybody for like, you know, chilling with me on stream. I will stream next week on Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to stop by again, let me know. Otherwise, you can click on the notify button, and you'll get notified when my stream is about to start. So, yeah. All right. Peace. Hope you guys have a great day.
It's only words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter at this masquerade. Heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside.